Yo, guys, today we are going to be going over some of the common myths in the day trading industry. And I got my boy Kino with me. We going to break it down to y'all. We're going to show y'all the ropes, break it down. Because one thing that I dealt with was a lot of people didn't talk about the psychological and mental side of trading, which is, by the way, at least 80% of the game. So if you break down and continue to execute on this 80%, and we can help you, then that 20% of technical analysis will come easy and the money will flow because it is a byproduct of who we are. So make sure y'all go follow my guy Kino too, man, because he been putting out some fire content. He out here giving y'all game, and we have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all on the other side. So right now we're going to talk about more trades equals more profits, the common myth in day trading. Me and my guy Kino going to break it down. So when it comes to more trades and more profits, the way I look at it is it's completely false. And the reason being is the reason most people have this misconceived notion is because during that process of learning, when you begin day trading, what you are actually doing is you are nonstop on the charts. So everybody's like, every influencer, everybody, go look at the charts, study the charts, break all that down, understand the ins and outs of technical analysis, fundamental, whatever it is. So you sit on the charts 14, 16 hours a day. Back in the day when I was learning, I remember I used to Grubhub. So what I would do is wake up 3 a.m., trade London session. Then I would run outside for an hour. And then I would come back for New York session at 7:30, sometimes 6:30, and I would trade till about 11:30. Then I would Grubhub from 12 to 8, and then from 12 to 8 p.m. I mean, after 12 to 8 p.m. when I got home, I would backtest from like 9 to like 12 in the morning and then wake up and repeat it. I had no sleep, no time. So when you go to the live markets and you actually like you trying to figure out what that would look like, you think clicking a button because now you're just sitting there and you just kind of like, you know, when it comes to more trades, it's like, no, less is actually more. And that's with anything. A lot of times, once you get to a level of execution, a level of skill, a level of like confidence and conviction, you only need to implement and execute about 20% of what you were currently doing that works, and you'll get 80% of the result. So if you've never heard of the
Facts.
20/80 rule, that's what it is. And before Kino break it down, what I want to say is also we're back testing. So when you're back testing, what I often do is I back test journal, trying to figure it out. But most of y'all don't do that. You feel me? You're not back testing intentionally. So when you are back testing, you take in 60 trades on the day because you're trading the 1 minute, and then you think in the live markets that's how it work. And now you're not preserving capital, and you want to preserve capital for the next best setup. There's opportunities all over the place. So as many setups, something I'm working on, as many setups throughout the day just because you know where it's going does not mean it matches what you need at the moment. There are always maybe a better setup, and sometimes you might have that like 50%, like I like it, press the button, you in it, put my stop loss, you know it's gonna go against you, it does, and now you in your head, you revenge trade, you go through an emotional cycle. So Kino, just like what you think about when it comes to more trades equals more profits, what would you say?
Man, I gotta agree with you, bro. When I first started trading four years ago, I thought you had to take, I was taking like 40, 20, 30, 40 trades a day, man. Listen, the truth is, less is definitely more. When I was taking these setups, I would be probably make money on the first setup and money in the second setup. And then by the time I get to the third setup, maybe I'll lose money and then I'm trying to chase him back again. I honestly believe I heard something that Mark Douglas says, or even Warren Buffett. He says in a day we usually get to make one to two really good decisions before we start to make emotional or irrational decisions. And I honestly, truthfully believe that when you are taking more than two trades, even more than three trades, I can give you three, but more than two trades, you're not thinking from your logical brain anymore. You're thinking from the emotional side because trading is a lot of emotions. So when
Yeah.
you're placing four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11 trades, you are no longer thinking logically. You're thinking from the standpoint of how can I make more money? Even if you were already up, you just want to make more money. How
Yeah.
can I make back the money? How can I even break even? And then you get to the trades that when you were already down, maybe down like $400 or $500, and you're like, the next one I need to make it back. So the next one you go in profit, right? You finally go in profit $400, $500, and you're like, I'm gonna take it. But it doesn't really match your strategy. And if you left it, it might have made you more money. So you would have took a break even trade instead of taking a winner. It really comes down to keeping your mind sharp. Because if your mind's not there, your psychology is not there, you're gonna be taking stupid trades that doesn't necessarily equates to making more money. So I always say less is more, and I gotta agree with you, Divine, man. Less is more.
Definitely, definitely.
That's a fact, man. So the next one is trading is like gambling. Well, I read a book. I read a couple of books, a lot of trading books, but is trading like gambling? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, but it's with an edge. Once you have an edge, it's like calculated gambling. At the same time, you have to take a risk. Trading is a risky game. You have to take the risk to make money. And if you don't take the risk, then how do you make money? All it is you have to calculate the risk. You have to be a risk manager. You have to be a professional risk manager. Think about any gambling game that you go into. You have to define the risk that you're going to put up. If you're playing blackjack or you're playing Russian roulette or whatever, you have to say, okay, I'm putting $50 on this play, or I'm putting $100 on this play. You have to say, this is the amount of money I'm willing to risk to make money. And that's essentially the gambling side, but I have an edge. Once you know your edge can result you money in the long term, like maybe 60% of the time, I'll win at a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You're gonna make a hell of a lot of money. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm 50-50, right? Because like Kino said, I agree with, hey, trading it's a calculated risk. But let me give you an example. There was a man, and he was somebody who nobody really believed in him, like normal people, like any universal success story. Nobody believed in him. He was kind of put to the side, worked for his brother in a printer shop. And in his printer shop, he just found a love for writing. So essentially, his brother was like, "Hey, you just need to stack the papers. You need to deliver the papers. That's what you do, nothing else. That's what our life is going to be like. That's what I built this business on, and this is what our destiny looks like." Well, what he would do is actually take those papers and he would write down. He would take the papers that people put out and he made his own journal. He made his own kind of philosophy and understanding of what he wanted to put out. And when he would put this out, his brother didn't know for like I think it was years, I believe, that it was him writing this stuff, and everybody loved it. But the moment his brother found out that it was him, he xed him out. This man ended up becoming one of the biggest, the best. He's on our $100 bill, and it's Benjamin Franklin. And the reason I put this story out there is because everything in life is risky. Everything is going to be like gambling. You got Jeff Bezos. He started a bookstore. Now he got one of the biggest e-commerce brands in the world. So he took a risk, or he took a gamble on himself. So when it comes to our area trading, yes, you can definitely say, hey, it's gambling, because it is gambling if you don't have, if you're not, me, Kino is like 100,000% on this one, journaling everything. Because, and the reason you journal everything is so you can start to take those allocated and calculated risks. You can take contained losses. You can understand what you're doing great, what you need to iterate, and how you can be better, what you need to eliminate. Like we mentioned in the last one with the 20-80, get rid of the 80%, keep the 20%, take the 20 to 100, and then start to roll over. So I read a book called The Tao of Trading, is actually behind me, just the last point. In this book, people who they associate gambling or risk with what they don't know. So because we can make 100% on our account in a day or in a couple months, or we can make a salary at the highest level you can make somebody's salary in a day or a week or a month. They say, hey, that's super risky, but it's just high risk, high reward. If you go to the stock market, it's low risk, low reward. It's still gambling, because you can bet on Apple today, but Apple can do whatever it is. The company could get wiped out in a month, in a week, in a day. And you took a gamble expecting 10 years from now it will be higher. You could take a gamble on the S&P. So look at it from, hey, what is your risk tolerance? What do you like? What do you don't? And risky or gambling is what you just don't know. So what we don't know can happen. The unknown, that's the gambling
Bye.
part. Yeah.
True, true. I gotta agree with that, bro. The unknown is like gambling.
Yeah.
So is it gambling? Sure. Yes, it is gambling, but it's
Yeah.
gambling with an edge. It's
Yeah.
all about risk management. So let's go to the next myth that we're trying to uncover.
So this is one of my favorites. To make money, you need a high win rate. When I first started trading, I went straight to the 1 minute, and the 1 minute is beautiful once you start to understand things, but I didn't know how to read the higher time frame. So I had like a 30% win rate. Now the beauty in that was I was tracking my win rate. I was actually, hey, what's my strike rate? What's my win rate? It might not have been perfect because I had break evens and stuff in there, but it was around 30 to 40% roughly. And if you was to, I'm just gonna give you this and I'm gonna tip it off to Kino. If you take a quarter and you flip it 10 times, and let's say heads is 3R and then tails is minus 1R, or you gain 3%, you lose 1%. If you if it lands on heads 3 times, that means let's say you're risking $500 and you win 3 times. 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. You got 4,500. Then that's 30%, right? The other seven losses, you only losing 500. So let's take that 500 times seven losses, it's minus 3,500. We made 4,500 over 3 trades, lost 3,500 over 7 trades. We are still profitable at the end of the day, at the end of those trades. So like in the last section what Kino said, where it's gambling with a calculated edge. Once you know your edge, you will be fine. So think of this specific situation like that. Now once you get into the 40, 50, 60, you might only need 1R, 2R. So if you get in 5R, 3R, you're gonna start to see your business scaling, your trading scaling, your profit scaling. You know what you think on this one?
So I got a very funny story for this, bro. So in one of my comments in one of my YouTube videos, no, it wasn't even a comment. It was in my group chat. So some guy asked me, "Hey, so what is your win rate?" No, yeah, what is your win rate? I said I win like 50% of the time. I win like 50%, maybe even 60% of the time at a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I'm like, cool. His next question was, what is your win streak? And I had to ask myself, I looked at the question and I was so confused. I was like, what is my win streak? Why does that matter?
Mhm.
If I told you I win 50% of the time, or let's say 60, if I told you I win 60% of the time at a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, doesn't matter my win streak. If I tell you, feel me, like out of
Mhm.
10 trades, I'm gonna win 6 and I'm gonna lose 4. Does it matter if all 6, like the first 6 is wins and the last 4 is losers? Or does it matter if the first 4 are losers and the last 6 is winners? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So
Mhm.
it really, you don't need a high win rate, or you don't need a high win streak to make money. You just need to know to what degree can you make money. So
Yeah.
if you're only winning 30% of the time, you need a high risk to reward ratio to cover up that losses, because you're gonna lose most of the times. So when you do win, your wins need to outsize all of the losses. But when you do have a higher win streak or a higher win rate, your win your risk to reward could be lower. So if you had like a 70, 80, 90% win rate, which is really high, I'm not gonna lie to you, you can go for one-to-ones. Simple. For me, I had a little rough patch in my trading. So earlier this year, I was doing one-to-ones strictly one-to-ones. And I was hitting because my win rate was high. I was getting at least like 75 to 80% win rate. Then my win rate started to go down. Then I'm like, dang, I'm losing money too fast. Because now when I'm
Yeah.
making money, it's only matching up to the losers. So if I lost 4 or 5 times in a row and I won one trade, I'm still down. I didn't cover nothing. I didn't cover nothing. So I had to change it. I was like, okay, since I'm losing so much times, I have to change how much my risk to reward ratio is. So I pushed it up to 2-to-1. So now I'm back in profit because now I'm allowing the trades to cover the losses. So, essentially it's all about risk to reward ratio. It's not really about high win rate, but they go together. You feel me? They complement each other.
Definitely. Definitely. I agree. They definitely go together.
Yeah. To make money in trading, don't your money, the money in your trading account is real. Oh, that's something we got to talk about. We got to talk about Divine,
I
bro.
like it.
I'm not even gonna talk about this first. You go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I
Bring
mean,
it.
so the way I think about it is like, even when Kino brought the question up, I'm like, yo, that's such a good point because it's like we get these funded accounts, we get our live accounts. We might even get gifted an account or something. Somebody might say, yo, here go 500, put in. Once that money is in an account, once that money is even once it's in that account, once you have a funded account, whatever it is, whatever you make on your funded, Is that money really yours yet? No, because at the end of the day, it's not in your bank account. Even in your crypto wallet, you're getting close, but we more secure. It's like, all right, I secured it from the crypto could drop and you're done. So in reality, until that money hits your bank account, you could be like, I got a 20K in here. Like it was somebody in the VIP trading network. He was posting screenshots. And I'm pretty sure I actually talked to him. I'm like, yo, you're a good trader, bro. Glad you like operating, you're doing your thing. He had like 18K or something in there. And then I think he lost it all. I'm like, how you do that? Feel me? I'm like, bro, you just had
How you
what
do
a lot
that?
of people a lot of people could use that. I could use it right now. A little
Right.
20K
I could
sitting
use
there.
it.
So it's like 20,000, bro. And it's like that's the reality. Is like that money isn't yours until it hits your bank account. So understand, yeah. You might like I know Keno mentioned this a lot. People be like, oh, I'm trying to make 1,000 a day. It's like, bro, did you make 200 a day for 60 days straight? Not like straight consent like win streak, but just like could you do that? And when you can now you can scale to 500. The reason being is because that 200 is still real. Do you make that on a day in real life? So in reality, you can if you can do that on there, you can extract those profits. Now it's like I just made $200 a day for the last 2 months. All right, now you think about scaling that. Now you have some real wiggle room, some real money on you that you could like operate with. So
Bro, I gotta agree with you, bro. Listen, I seen this in the group chat to the VIP group chat some weeks ago.
yeah.
He's a really good trader, but he made 9K from Monday to Thursday. He made 9K. And by Friday, he lost 11K. So he wiped out all his profits for the week. So
Yeah.
is that money in your trading account real? Yes or no? It's real when it leaves your trading account and it touches your bank account and you can finally spend it. But when it's in that account, you do one stupid thing. It just take one trade. It take one stupid decision. It don't even have to be stupid. It's just miscalculated. It's
Yeah.
just you didn't risk manage properly. You do
Mhm.
that in your account, gone. It's gone. It's thin air. It's just numbers on a screen at the end of the day. So when I hear people be like, "Oh, I want to make 1,000 in a day. I want to make 20,000 in a day. That's great. We all want that. Don't we all want that, bro? Everybody wants to make
Everybody.
crazy amounts of money in a day. But the truth is, you can make that on that account, and it still counts. It doesn't count towards your life. It doesn't help you. You can make a $10,000 day on your account,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not in your bank account. It does nothing for you. It's fake. Essentially, it's fake. And these prop accounts that we're trading, fake. You feel me? We're not really trading any money. So
And
it irritates me when
that's
people
what makes
think,
it business.
oh, because they see $1,000 on the screen, it's
Uh-huh.
real money.
Yeah. I had that problem with Shopify when I did e-commerce right before I started trading in 2021, late mid 2021. Shopify, I had this luxury furniture store. Shit was doing well. I was making like I think the most I made in a day was like 2K. Everybody was ordering stuff, but the money was getting sent to my PayPal. PayPal locked the account for 180 days because I was a new business. I couldn't get access to the money. It took me like I think it was like 65 days to get access to the money. But when I got it, I had it everybody because I wasn't shipping everything. I didn't have the money to, and then profit from it to ship everything out. I had to return everything, bro. So it was like it's like this with any business. It's not real until it's in your hands.
That's a fact, bro. It's just like, listen, all the money that you see on a screen, even the money in your bank account is not real. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a
Like if
fact.
if
Yeah.
you
We can get technical.
if if you got 100K in your bank account right now, you go to the bank and be like, I want to pull all 100K out. They're gonna look at you like you're
Like
stupid.
why?
What are you
Is there
talking
any
about?
reason?
100K? Where are we supposed to get this from?
We don't have that on us right now.
We don't have that here.
But
We don't have that here.
we don't have
So you
that
can't pull that.
because
So it's all fake. It's not
digital.
real.
It's digital, man.
Just numbers on a screen. So until you can touch it, feel it, spend it, is it real? No. You know what I mean?
I agree, man.
Go ahead, man. Run it up, Divine.
Trading is difficult. Well, I just made a video and the opening line was 95% of traders. Why is this? Well, that's the truth is I'm not gonna say trading isn't difficult. I'm not gonna say it's easy. I don't know who the quote is from, but trading is the easiest, hardest thing you will ever do in your life. It's very easy to succeed, but it's very hard to because you are not the person or character. You don't have the character traits that you need to actually develop and grow and be successful. But what you don't realize is that is universal with business. I can go start a real estate construction company or developing company or something, or go start to work on skyscrapers. And I need specific character traits to even get into that business, to even pitch myself to other people, to operate at a high level and be disciplined and stick to it. So is trading difficult? No, but what I will tell you is today it is very easy to separate yourself. And before Kino go, Kobe Bryant said something. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this video. There's a podcast, like, rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Why wait?" He was essentially talking about waking up a little bit earlier than everybody and creating separation. And what he was saying was, I could wake up at 3 a.m. and train from 4 to 6, and then he's like, get a break. Then I go back 9 to 11, get a break. Then I go back, 1 to 3. Then I go for an afternoon session like 4 to 6. And then maybe I even get a night session from 9 to 11, whatever. And then I just wake up and repeat it. And he was saying this because a lot of people don't want to put that work in, but it's not the work that's difficult, it's the separation. So it's him doing that over a 5-year period, staying eye to eye with guys like LeBron, or staying eye to eye with guys like KD, and then, or whoever it was back in the day, like, you know what I mean? Chauncey Billups was some crazy ish. MJ when he was still in the league, staying eye to eye with these guys, and then naturally creating that separation, because those 5 or 6 sessions a day of grinding or just character development, just discipline, patience, persistence, eventually just created a natural separation. And no matter what those guys did, how much they did it, they couldn't catch him because he already started. And that's what trading is like. You have to set the stones, plant the seeds in place, and keep watering it every single day, and just keep developing, keep iterating, keep fixing what you've done wrong or what you could do better, and keep executing at a higher level on the things that you can grow. So is it difficult? Yes. Feel me? It is. Like, but is it, is there a possibility that you can succeed? Yes. So if there's a 1% chance, 1 out of 100, you have the opportunity to succeed. It's just about being present and then continuing to prosper from there. So
And bro, I gotta agree with you, man. It's
yeah,
it's trading is very difficult. So this myth is actually true.
yeah,
Trading is one of the hardest things you could do because many people think trading is on the charts. It's not. Trading is in your head. It's all mental, bro. It's all up top. So if you can't master your mind, you won't be good at the game. Why? Because the mental is the hardest part to master. It's not what's on the charts. It's like understanding you need to follow your rules. And when things don't go your way, what do you do? How do you handle the pressures of not making money or losing, or how do you handle when things happen outside of the charts? When your girlfriend's or your boyfriend's arguing with you at home, and or you just lost your job, or your baby's sick, or whatever life hit you with, how do you present yourself to the charts? Do you expect now, because you lost your job, that you're going to make all the money that you need doing trading? If you come to the charts like that, trust me, the markets do not care about your life. They don't even know you exist. They don't care about you. I'm not going to lie to you. They don't care about you, bro. So trading is super difficult. Yes, but it can be so easy too. The thing that makes us separate ourselves from, let's say, new beginner traders or traders who are not profitable, is our mindset, is our ability to follow our rules, is our ability to do what we're supposed to do, our ability to be disciplined in the markets and not bring our external factors into the market, and not bring yesterday into today. Like, yeah, you might have made $10,000 yesterday, but today's a new day.
right.
What are you gonna do today? You can't bring yesterday into today. You can't bring last week into today. You can't bring no days other than today. Today's a whole new, brand new day. And you got to show up to the market brand new every single day, prepared to follow your rules, prepared to be disciplined, and prepared to execute the way you're supposed to make money in this market. So honestly, trading is very difficult. I gotta say, it is very difficult. I'm 4 years in, almost 5 years. No, almost 5 years in. How long have you been trading, Divine?
3 years and some months, something like that.
3 years?
The months, yeah.
3 years and some months. And we both been going at this for years, bro. We're
Yeah,
not where we want to be. We're
yo,
probably just at the tip of the iceberg, bro.
reason,
We're just not getting to where we want to see.
we helping y'all because it helps us. So that's
Right.
the reality of it all.
The reality of it all is that we're talking about it because we want to let you know that, hey, man, we're going at it. We're still going at it. 5 years in, 3.5 years in. we're still going at it. We're still trying every day to become the best version of ourselves on and off the charts. So trading is very difficult because there's a lot of mental to master in order to be the best at this game, or in order to separate yourself from the people who are not making money in the market. So, they say, well, how much, like 90% of traders don't make money or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
it's in them 90s.
Yeah, it's in the 90s. It's
Yeah.
around there. So
In them,
90% of people don't make money. So the truth is, when you see people flaunting profits or whatever, 90% of people don't make
just,
money.
just,
So
yeah, just
could it be
question.
true? Maybe, maybe not though.
Mm,
Don't get fooled.
yeah.
Let's go to the last topic, man. All day traders lose. Is that facts, bro?
I mean, if we get it technical, you can lose money every day. Now, are you profitable or unprofitable? All day traders, no. 90% maybe. But the reality is you lose when you stop. So people be like, oh, you lose money, and it's like, Brody, you could go find $1 billion company like Disney Plus. When they dropped Disney Plus, it took them 5 years to break even. Now look at Disney Plus. You feel me? They went billions of dollars in debt because they knew exactly what the intention and plan was. So do all day traders lose money? You could say this myth is true, but we lose money on that. I lost my last trade, lost 2 trades in a row, and then profited on the day on my third trade. So now I'm up for the day. Did I lose money? Yes. Did I make money in the day? Yes. So it's like, no. I mean, if you're looking at it from the grand scheme, like, okay, over a 5 or 10 year period, all day traders, no, that's not true to me. I don't believe in that because you setting your personal limit on other people. So if people do say that to you, I'm gonna speak to you in the way that other people would say this to you because we won't. Now I'm not sure if Kino agree, but what I'm saying is anybody's gonna say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. It's gambling. It's this, it's that. You're gonna lose money in the long run. And so, what's your point? If I don't do what I desire in my heart, there's 100% chance I don't get where I want to go. If I do it, now I got a percent chance I do get where I want to go. So it's all depending on what you want. So what you think, bro?
Yeah, bro. I gotta agree, man. Trading, all day traders lose money. And as you mentioned, you lost 2 trades and then you made 1 trade and you made it all back. Same
Mhm.
thing for me. My week is a break even week, but how the week went for me was Monday was a break even day. Tuesday was a loss. Wednesday I didn't trade. Thursday I lost. Friday I made it all back. So I ended off the week break even. So
Yeah.
for a whole week I traded. Sure. I took a lot of losers, two losing days. But the last day I made it all back and I closed out the week break even. Is break even good? Sure. I would say it's better than losing money. But also, I didn't essentially lose any money because I'm still at the same point I started at. So all day traders lose money. It just comes down to, do you consistently lose money? When you
Mhm.
do make money, does it cover the losses? Are you profitable at the end of the week, day, month, year? What are the cases? So all day traders lose money. Don't When you get on a winning streak, bro, it's easy to be like, I'm never gonna lose again. You ever get a payout and be like, yo, this is it. My
Yo,
life is going up.
yo, it's over.
My life is going
This,
up.
this is time. God got me. Let's get it. Like
Yeah, God got me. Hey, God, shout out to you.
market
It's never
snapping.
going back.
Yeah, it's over. First trade back. So it's like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. It's a different feeling when you feel like you're on top of the mountain. When you feel like you're godlike now. You're like, nothing can stop me. I'm here now. It's done. It's a done deal. You feel me? I already made it. Got my first payout. I'm winning trades. I'm here. I'm here to stay. But the truth is, just like how you starting to make money, you can revert back. You can revert back to losing money. Trading is a thing that you have to do every day. You gotta try your best every day because you could go back to being a losing trader. So all day traders lose, but do you make money in the long term? That's the question. Yeah.
Well, I like it, man. I agree. I mean, any closing statements for the people, man, who might be dealing with some of these things or beliefs?
Closing statements to all the new beginner, maybe intermediate, advanced traders. Just keep going. Just keep going. Never stop. Never quit. When you quit, that's when you lose. That's officially when you lost the game. If you
Yeah.
keep going, as I told you, I'm almost 5 years into this. I'm still going. Although I'm making payouts, I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm still going. And I could guarantee you, come back to this video 2 years from now. I guarantee you the story's gonna be different. Tell
Thousand.
them, Divine.
Yeah, that's a fact. Or like Kino just said, it's actually a good segue. Him being 5 years in, people might be like, "Oh, that's too long." Your priorities are at a certain level. But one thing I do want to break down break down with this is one thing I learned this past year is we could be like, yo, this year's the year. Shit don't matter. If you don't change, it's not gonna matter. Like I said, character traits make the person. So it's like identity, beliefs, systems. You feel me? Identity, habits, systems. If you read Atomic Habits, he'll talk about that. It starts from who you think you are. So if you think you're not disciplined, you're not self-confident, low self-esteem, can't stick to something, you're impulsive, can't control your emotions, you need to change all of that before you even think about continuing to trade. But if you fix those character traits, discipline, consistent, persistent, you value like your time, you know what I mean? You all these things, all these character traits, patience, um fear, you operate out of faith instead of fear, you know what I mean? These kind of things, if you can develop that, that's you. And then you naturally, the byproduct of that is you trading the way you need to, and the byproduct of you trading the way you need to is getting money. So though Kino is 5 years in, he's developed certain character traits that will compound, and like he just said, 2 years, it's like, bro, like you never know and you don't know. It's just about continuing to go and just keep developing over time. So
Hey, the thing about compounding is once you start stacking those skills, you start stacking those habits, those
mhm.
beliefs, those behaviors,
Well,
it goes. It
yeah,
goes. So don't think that slow growth is no growth.
yeah.
Slow growth is better than no growth.
Mhm.
Listen, if you're going one day at a time, you're getting a little 1% better, it's gonna compound to shoot you to the stars. I promise you. Don't give up.
Sure.
Hey man, Divine, thank you, man. We're gonna run another session. We love giving y'all game. We love putting y'all on to good information and good quality content with value in it. So shout out to you to the next video, man.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out.
So guys, I hope that video truly helped you, because it is very key. One of the main books that I'm reading right now is Master Your Emotions, and it goes in depth on a lot of these things and how to reshape beliefs. More than likely, you deal with people telling you this, you deal with people talking down on you, you deal with people saying that it's not enough. If you want to be a profitable day trader, if you want to be a successful human being, do as you please. Do what's in your heart. Follow yourself. Follow God. Trust in the Lord Himself, and you'll be good. Now, what I need y'all to do is let me know in the comments if y'all want to see more content, what content y'all would like to see next from us and from me. And remember, we got the course coming out soon. I see y'all. Hit that subscribe button, drop them comments, and I'll see y'all soon.